nap because she wasn't feeling so good.
Come on.
And
come on.
at first it didn't work. It started to.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel.
Yeah, she is a
Come
very
on.
cute dog. Let me use my.
Come on. Oh, no, ma'am.
No, she wants to play. She really wants to play. But.
Do you want to play? Do you want to play?
Yeah, play tug of war.
Oh, you win.
Yeah, take the ball right out of Jeri's hand.
Oh. She has had a lot of changes in the last 2 days.
She's grown.
And she's gone to the doctor and gotten shots and gotten her deworming medicine. And I'm sure some of this has something to do with her sleeping last night.
Yeah, we don't know what it is. We don't know if it's
oh, you're on here too.
Or...
Hey, hon.
What?
You're on here too.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know I wasn't on yours.
Oh, I didn't try to angle it. I've been trying to read comments, which are hard to do without a TV screen.
Well,
oh,
Daddy and student says, hello, fine people in this cutie Oreo. Noah said, how you been, Jim?
I've been pretty good. The days I can really get some sleep, I do real good. The days I can't get sleep, it's just kind of like, let's see what happens, because I never
Mr.
can
Krabby
tell.
Patty.
Yeah.
JD Man says, Jim, I miss you guys when you go MIA.
Yeah,
When you go where?
MIA.
Ah, sorry.
We have been, very busy. I mean, as you can imagine, new puppy having to get her somewhat. She's training.
No, ma'am. Oh, no, ma'am. Come on.
Oreo. And
Come
she
on.
breaks through the gate that we try to keep her in, but it's not set up right. I have to get different hooks.
Oreo.
But,
sorry if I'm triggering anybody's dog with the whistling.
yeah.
You're not triggering Oreo.
Like triggering my dog, but yeah, we're triggering somebody's dog.
Oreo.
Oreo, come here.
Into the food.
Come on,
There's
sweetie.
nothing out there for her to get into. I picked up all the cat food. Only thing out there for her is dishes.
Good job.
Just tear it down.
Good job, spasticated. No, I'm just kidding. She has, for some reason, super
Oreo.
rambunctious
Hey.
today.
What are you doing?
And mostly this afternoon.
Come here.
You know, we did take her out to get the dog pen.
Yep.
And she, like, got to smell all these different animals. And, did you get a dog? We did get a dog.
Um,
Hey.
Annie Rosie says, what did the vet say about her breed?
Oh, so Beagle, Shepherd, she said even some Husky and Boxer.
I don't
And she
see
does
the-
see that
I don't
she's
see
gonna
the
be-
husky because
It's
the
just
tail's
in her
not
eyes.
curled enough and,
It's just in her eyes that she said, at the shape of her eyes and stuff.
oh,
Remember, that's what she said.
okay.
JDMN says, we moved my grandma in to be our live-in babysitter.
Aw.
Lisa is feeling better.
Oh, yes. Lisa's doing very well. Of course, you know, hip pain. That's going to happen until the
Yeah,
surgery.
she's being a puppy, all right.
Yeah.
She's being a wild child. Hopefully she settles down in time for us to go to sleep.
Yeah.
JD,
Well-
I hope you're wrong. He said, sounds medium to maybe large.
Yeah.
Hope
Well,
not.
doctor didn't say, you know, doctor said medium the most.
Yeah.
So, but she's got, like I said, she's got little tiny paws. Hi, baby girl. You come say hi to everybody? And give mama hugs?
Go, mama.
And give mama hugs? You're just going to settle there and say, want Snoopy?
I'm sitting on Snoopy.
When I went to, I don't know if you saw in the vlog this morning, but when I went to the the doctor, I said, my emotional support animal has emotional support animal. Or dog, I said dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's, you know what, here's the thing, and I'm sorry, I'm not outing you, and I'm not complaining.
Mhm.
But Jim has been going through a lot, and she's very vibing off of people's energies, and Jim's energy has been kind of like on edge a little bit, like, right? I mean, chaotic, that's it. So she's reacting, definitely reacting to it, which is, ow, no ma'am.
No biting.
No ma'am.
No,
ma'am.
biting.
No ma'am.
No, biting.
She's still learning all the things, and we're watching different people's recommendations. I do still want her to go to I would love for her to do service dog training. I would love to her be able to recognize if I need help between, if possible, falls or possible diabetes, or just like sometimes I'm on that one medication that causes me to sort of get paralysis, and she could get help, and it's something I hope. I know it's a lot to ask. It's a big ask, and I know they do
What are
training.
you doing?
She's
you
playing.
crazy?
She's just playing in the playpen.
Trying to climb.
Something apart.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
you already got it.
Man says, I've been concerned about Jim, he's a good guy.
Jim is a good guy.
Yeah.
Jim has a lot of, we're trying to figure it out, right? So we talked about today. We talked a lot about today. We're having a lot of communication issues. Like, obviously, I am having communication issues in general.
So why, but you know.
But yeah, I just meant like I can't bring the right words sometimes to say. You want to come over? Here,
What's the brain?
just move this. You can sit in the middle. I can't always think of the right words to say. So when we already have a communication issue like the male and female, or it's okay. When you add on top of it like that, I can't communicate even the way that I used to. It's very difficult, and we're trying though. I mean, I thought we were doing really good, and then sometimes it'll be like, where'd that come from? And you know, it just.
Really mad, Max said, you two, a couple, brother and sister, or both.
Oh, we're a couple. Thank you though. Thank you for asking.
That's why I wanted to get this on my phone, because.
Okay.
Are you looking at which?
Yours.
Oh, mine.
Yours.
Okay, yeah. Let's see what I'm doing.
Yeah, we have no moderators today. I actually, we went to go for a ride, and I drove, which I was excited to drive. But I just put this over my nightgown. I was like, still, ma'am.
Oreo.
She's barking at her shadow.
Yeah,
So.
she sees
Do you
the
wanna put the
shadow.
porch
She wants to play.
Are you putting the porch light on, Mom?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. So we have that back porch outside the Arcadia door, and then when it's lit up inside and not outside, she likes to bark at the puppy in the glass. But funny enough, today we were sitting in the parking lot waiting for the lady, and she barked in the side mirror at her like full on reflection. I was wondering, are you comfortable like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you want me to be more comfortable?
No, I just thought if the cameras were in the same spot. We look like we're like at like in some movie where we're at couples therapy. We're not talking to each other anymore with our backs to each other. Like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Like that, yeah. That's not what I meant.
I know what you
Move
meant.
you around the table.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
I know I'm the director. I'm the editor. I'm the director. The videographer.
Mm.
She, you know, we've been doing, well, Jim's at work. Mom is like the best puppy walker until she needs to stop. And then she's learning to go out with me with my walker. She's not having as much issues as she was before. So when I first got the walker, when I first got the puppy, she wasn't really liking the walker that much, right? So now she's at the point where
she's gotten used to it.
Yeah, she's at the point now where she knows it's okay to come, and I won't be running her over or any of that stuff. But it does end up being a little bit of a training thing, because when all I have to do is rattle it, she thinks I'm coming to get her for wherever she is, and she knows she's gonna be in trouble. So she's like, "Oh no!" But she's learning. She's so we have a just like a hanging gate that was supposed to be like more of a fixed piece of thing.
Yeah.
But it didn't get installed right, and that was totally my fault. So until we get other pads to fix it, I was like, just hang it. And she kind of does, Mom, wouldn't you say about probably 70% of the time? It's a visual barrier. She does try to sneak under it, but then we try to call her back so she can see. And when she does come right back, she's...
tearing it down.
No, she's rewarded with the fact that she listens, like, depending on how much she listens and that type of thing. Sometimes she comes right back. Sometimes it takes her a minute of exploring to realize that But she's a puppy and she's learning.
Sylvia says Oreo has to have basic training, then move on to more advanced training.
Exactly.
Then she goes to say service dogs take longer than therapy dogs.
Yes, they do. And that's one of the things we're hoping goal wise. And really just that I can have her, you know, I'm I know it's always darkest before the dawn, but eventually I'll get so sick, and that's what I'm hoping we can
avoid.
No. We can get her to help me if that's the case.
Oh.
You know.
I thought you were talking about you being sick.
Oh, of course.
Avoid.
Well, that for sure. But right now I am really enjoying her. She is a lot of work, and Mom has been working her tiny hiney off, and Jim is her overnight walker. I tend to take the late night shift if I can, like before Jim gets home, but after. Sorry about that. There was an Oreo shaky moment there. You can just hear all the energy. I mean, can you hear it? It's just crazy. It should be like puppy TV. I should just sit here and talk and watch you guys. Like, you guys can just watch her play. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I don't know what I was saying.
Oh no, I was saying about that how she's been responding, and she's kind of crate training. You know, she's in a bit of crate training where she usually knows when it's okay to.
Maybe that's the problem. We had her in the crate so long out in St. James.
But she really wasn't. She was on. You know, you had her on leash. Took her out of the crate as soon as we parked. You know, Jimmy said, you know, I was just telling Jim's my wishes were, I want her to be in the crate until she can be in a harness and a seatbelt, because I just for her safety.
Yeah.
And I know she's going to be our dog for traveling, so I'm not concerned about her being in the car and traveling. That's why we started training her right away. But I think today was the first time she got like other real live dogs since she left her nest. That wasn't right. Her birthplace. Since she left her birthplace, this is the first time that she actually heard other dogs and saw other dogs out in the wild. So it was pretty cool. Hi, Sylvia.
Sylvia says, look for a good. Look for a good trainer in our area.
Yes.
A good half hour to 45 minutes walk a day. Crate training is perfect.
And the walks, we're trying to build up to that because obviously I can't walk that far just yet. But what I've been doing when I take her out is we've been. It's okay. Goofy. She didn't get introduced to your tripod, only mine.
No, she kind of got you.
I know. I meant introduced. Like I put it up to her when she farted. Yeah, sure. When she started attacking Jimmy's tripod, I opened mine and I let her like sniff all the pieces, and she was still barking. And then I like even the wire, like I said no, but at least I let her see what it was going on. Yeah. But anyway, what we do now is like we walk to like the end of the driveway ish, not really all the way to the end because I can't really take the slope on the walker. It's different than if a wheelchair or a rollator, but I'm afraid of this.
Where'd she go?
She's playing. She's under here. Sorry.
Oh. Try not to close it.
I won't. If I don't see her, I won't. I'll ask Mom, and if I don't,
Kelly Ara's saying congratulations to her puppy. Then she also says, watch a lot of Caesar Milan.
Milan. That's what we were just watching, actually. Literally just before the live stream. A lot of it too, not only just train us, but also it's like puppy TV. Like, oh, there's other dogs and they're making noises and da 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 da. Go ahead, Mom. I'm sorry.
Annie Rosie said maybe taking Oreo will help Jeri-Ann lose some weight. Moving around will probably be great for her. Jeri-Ann said, I have cameras in every room. When we are away, I gotta watch the dog doesn't get into the toilet paper. Shreds and spreads it all over. What a mess.
Yeah. I'm watching. This is from yours. Mama's doing mine.
Oh, okay. Mine's on the TV, silly.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can look at yours on your phone. I've got mine on the TV. Although I can't see them, at least they're up there.
Okay, whatever, Gooby.
What the? You should make Mama moderator so she knows how to
Yeah.
make people go away if they need to.
Just don't read them.
I have to tell you, as far as the weight loss is concerned, yes, anything at this point. I am learning. How is this the best way to say this? I am learning that, boy, my limitations are many, but I also have many skills as well. I also have many. Uh, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I have many. I have more pluses than negatives, and that part I can look at. You know, my brain, as horrible as it's been, it still works pretty good.
Ooh.
It's okay. Yeah, that post nasal drip.
Yeah, that sucks.
But anyhow, hi everybody. This week, I did mention a little bit in the car vlog this morning that this week has just been so overwhelming, but in the most beautiful way. What do you think? I mean, I know you've been really overwhelmed. The puppy for Jimmy has been, he has to constantly remind himself that it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And not because of that she's so bad, but it's just even like the work that's fun work, he's taking it as like it's work. And you're right, am I wrong to say this out loud? No, this is something we, okay.
Little kitty lover said hey, and then where's Oreo? Right now she's under his feet in the recliner. And Jeri-Ann Man says, is the walker a permanent thing?
No, actually, so I pray that the limitations will be lifted when I see the doctor in April.
Well, what limitations do you have right now? Because the only thing I remember the doctor saying was the limitation was no bending and no lifting heavy objects.
No, this is from the leg surgeon, not the spine guy.
Oh, okay.
The spine guy said use the walker, because that's what the surgeon had. If I do something heavy duty or long distance, I need to use the wheelchair. No lifting 15 pounds. And he didn't say no bending.
Oh, I thought he did.
No, he just said use precautions.
Oh, okay.
Jeri-Ann Man said, praise God.
Yes. I am so ready for it to get out of the way because it is such a...
Pain in the butt.
Well, yes, but it's such a I get all this independence back and then you're like... You just let her go. I think she's just resting.
Yeah, she is.
I think she likes the comfort. Like when we were sitting outside the first couple of days we were training, she was sitting under the chair that I was sitting on. Like she just wanted to be under me. Like I don't know if that's a thing, but I call her before I start moving. If I don't see her.
Annie Rosie said maybe getting a dog was the wrong time. Jim is doing handling a lot right now.
Well, we were talking about this today, right? Do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, do you want to? What we talked about today?
What did we talk about today? You know my memories for sure.
No, that's okay. So today we talked about it could have been a better time. First of all, it's like having a puppy is kind of like having a baby. Where is there ever a good time? Do you know what I mean? Like, even if you got your house perfect the way that you wanted it, once you get a puppy, it's gonna change, and then things will change, and you never can always plan for the unexpected and that kind of thing. But that being said, we looked at it as like it was a sign from the universe. Like it happened now for a reason, and maybe she is the reason, and maybe this situation is the reason. Maybe just to teach Jim like the reason we talked about getting it is that you can care for something that really can't take care of itself, and he had a mental block. It's hard. Well, I know you do. I'm sorry, you have a mental block then. It's hard to take care of your mom who raised you and took care of you her life. It's hard to take care of me because for the first 20 years of our marriage, I took care of you and everything. And now it's like...
Oh. No, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. And now it's like the tables have turned and you're thinking like, well, these people can do this. I've seen them do this. I know they can do this, but not taking our current limitations into account. It's difficult. So having the puppy where this puppy cannot do these things for herself.
Well, Irene was saying, I'm reading yours up there.
Yeah.
I think the puppy brought in the goodness of you and Jim and Mom, and then Renee, I guess. It will get better once the puppy stage is passed.
Yeah, I believe that too.
And then Sylvia saying, going under the chair is a safe thing, and I encourage it, especially when you
are in public.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Sylvia. Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel that it is the right thing. Like today, all right, so I want to tell everybody my stories, but maybe I'll vlog it later. This way I'm not taking up the whole time. But today I wanted to like get out at the parking lot, and I just wanted to take her for a walk. So I haven't walked her with my rollator. She hasn't seen my rollator yet, just the walker.
Yeah.
So, but she has seen Mom's rollator, but Mom's rollator looks very different than mine. And other than wanting to eat Mom's tires, really she's paid no mind to the rollator, right?
Once we get that spray on there.
Yeah, she actually uses it more like cones, you know, like she goes in and out of the wheels and in and out of the, you know, in and out of the legs and stuff. But yeah, we put the sour spray on.
Yeah.
But I think she kind of likes that sometimes because she was like kind of licking it off the couch. But she's just doing like puppy things. She is trying to chew on the couch. Our couch has like a texture that's just perfect for puppy chewing. But unfortunately, it's the kind of couch where you can't just like replace the cushions. You'd have to like replace the whole thing. So we're being careful. We're making sure we kind of keep on top of her. It's funny, oddly enough, that that's one of the things, like, I can't believe how well I do get tired. I know Mom gets tired of it because, you know, when we have to call her a few times when she's just in that, like, I'm not listening to you thing, or something out there is much more...
I'm too busy trying to sneak into the other room to eat the cat's food.
Yeah, like, something out there is way more exciting than what's happening in here. But really, for all in all, Mom, don't you think she's doing really well considering she's only been here 10 days? Like,
yeah, she's doing pretty good.
You know,
she's learned to let us know when she needs to go outside. She literally goes up to the arcade door and sits in front of it with her paw. Like she's now like putting her paw on the arcade door. Like, can we go outside?
Yeah. And she's had a few accidents. Like one today was kind of a weird thing, and it wasn't on the wee pad. But a lot of times her accidents, she'll just go like not accidents, but she will go on the wee pad. And primarily accidents have been how she's misfired the wee pad or gone next to it or like shot over it, like that kind of thing.
I go back to work on Sunday. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. But but today she did this thing where, for some reason, she stood outside of the playpen, and she barked incessantly inside the playpen. I said to Mom, I'm like, did a mouse get in there or something? Like she was really freaking out over just her toys. And then she turned around right in front of it and peed, like almost like, and it wasn't a lot of pee. It really looked like a marking. Like it was a tiny bit of pee. And we still did the training where, hey, like you're not supposed to do that in here. And then showed her the wee pad, showed her the door. But it was almost like a protective fear thing. Like, you know, whatever was happening inside her playpen was really causing her to be agitated.
Jeri-Ann says, I knew we should have used a crate, but ours ate 2 corners off her nightstand while we slept. Actually, my side of the bed. Crap happens.
That is really funny. She ate through, so we were crate training her in this playpen from Lisa. And she decided on her very first day that she wanted to eat the zipper. On her second night, she ate under the zipper. She basically ate the nylon out from under the zipper because we ended up having to like zip tie the thing closed because now the zippers didn't work. And she just ate underneath it. And the well, it's a pet carrier. I keep calling it a cat carrier because that's the purpose Mom bought it. But it is a travel crate for pets. It's called a pet crate. She's probably on the verge of getting to be a little, like soon she's going to be too big for it. But for right now, but she also tried to eat that zipper and she took a tooth out of that zipper. So now that's the front of that is zipped closed. So it's like we can't really do the crate training 100% properly because of how you can't get her to go in and out with the front door. However, she does much better with the top. She can't get in it all the way, but she knows when it's time to go in there. We just help her scoot her little booty.
I'm gonna have to look for this toy that Lorraine Ashley I was talking about. Called
Lori.
Lori is called. It's called the Kong, and it's a great
Yeah.
toy if you put
They put the treats in it. It's basically
peanut
like
butter. It's
giant.
the same.
Oh.
Peanut butter in it will keep them busy for hours.
Oh, that's cool. I've only thought the Kong was just treats. Yeah, that's like it's like almost like three. It looks like a snowman, but up the snowman's booty is a hole that, and so it's like a really hard rubber. Like, I mean, I'm sure it comes in other shapes, but I've only ever seen it like the snowman one.
Let's see here. Kelly
Yeah.
R says, I just lost my mom a
Oh.
couple weeks ago after always living with her and taking care of her. I feel lost in the house without her and both of my puppies.
Oh, Kelly, I'm sorry.
She's there a lot of overwhelming thing. Yeah.
What, she's there with her puppies, or she lost her puppies too?
I couldn't tell. It almost sounded like she lost the puppies,
What is
but
it?
maybe she saw, because it says I feel lost in the house without her and both of the puppies.
Oh.
And then.
Well, Kelly, I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
That's got to be tough.
Sylvia says get a wire crate.
Yes, we will. I'm learning the benefits of crate training. So one of the things we were discussing actually last week was I never had a crate trained pup dog. They were always like, they were just behaved. They didn't chew up all the furniture. The biggest problem I ever had with my Great Dane was he used to eat butter off the counter. My father was like trying to soften the butter. The dog would throw his neck up on the thing and get the butter off the counter. Like that was the primarily behavior problem with him. So it's like we always just had, you got down, they get down when you say get down. And I think probably because my dad had such a booming voice, maybe, I don't know. He was a kitten, my dad, so.
I don't know, JD. I don't know why you can't see other people's comments.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Where on your channel?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know either. That's very strange. Yeah, so that was the thing, Sylvia. We're like, I don't know, am I going to have a crate trained dog? Is this something?
Oh, wow, okay.
And then people were saying like, yeah, because if you go away, then, go away. But if you go out for the day, you don't have to worry about the dog. And yeah, I don't know. So it was something we were talking about for the last week about, are we going to implement this and are we going to do this? And is this the kind of dog training we want to do? The big thing that we haven't been able to stop other people from doing is like feeding her human food.
Who fed her human food?
Some people fed her human food. I'm not going to out everybody out in the video.
Ma.
What?
Wasn't Ma. Or just Mom. And I gave her the eggs that Mom wasn't eating. But I was told it was good for her to have eggs. Okay. But it was just the fact that it was off the plate. I probably should have put it in her dish. That's the difference. But anyway.
Now I know why she's trying to go after your food.
No, she was trying to go after our food when she first got here. She she's just learning how to not eat when someone else is, or you try to beg when someone else is eating, and she's still little.
Okay, I think I understand why JD can't see the other comments. Is a lot of these comments are coming through Jerry's channel, and I'm reading them off the TV.
Oh, okay.
And Sylvia said, once you pack peanut butter in the
Calm.
to freeze it overnight and keep her really busy.
Ooh, that's a great idea. Well, I will tell you that I found a person on TikTok who took an old towel or dish towel and wrapped it up with treats in it, and baby girl got one of the knots out yesterday. It was quite an achievement. We were pretty excited about it. She hasn't been able to get all of the treats through the towel, just the ones that are on the surface. So she knows there's something in there and she can still smell them. But it's still a lot of fun to watch her just try to like shake. Her little tiny body shakes this big giant towel. It's really cute.
Annie, I don't know what you mean by we seem off. I mean, I think we're okay.
I don't feel good, if that's what she means.
That could be the only thing.
Yeah, I'm not feeling good. It's been a crazy couple.
Okay, Sylvia says eggs are good for her.
They are good for her. Okay. I just said I shouldn't have given them off Mom's plate.
Yeah, she says
I should have just put them in the dish.
Yeah.
So.
My husband said you need help with the vet bill. JD
that's very
says,
sweet.
okay, that explains it.
Right now, I think we're okay. We did talk about last week on the live stream. Somebody said to make a wish list for Oreo on Amazon, and we do have that up. We haven't made it public yet. But if you guys are interested in having us do that, let Jim know or me know, or because we would share that with you. I know that was a recommendation. In fact, Sylvia had suggested a few toys that are in there, training toys, and
Are you playing? Okay.
I am. I'm sorry, puzzles.
Ah.
Puppy puzzles. What happened?
I'm not sure.
You got booted?
No.
Oh.
I must have hit something and it caused
That's okay.
all the open windows to pop up. Oops,
That's okay.
Sorry.
Right now, the only vet bill she's had so far is just from her first checkup. So, she's scheduled to get fixed in June. So, the vet said, 5 to 6 months, and the vet confirmed that she was 9 to 10 weeks old by her teeth, and that she was a good girl. But we already knew that. She's a good girl. She actually sat there and got her shot and didn't even whimper. She did really well. What, Mom? I'm sorry.
JD said, Jim looks sad. Jerry must not feel good. She's running on half a sparkle. And then, yes, make it public.
Oh, okay.
Make what public?
The puppy's wish list. The puppy's wish list. I'm not feeling good.
I'm tired.
Yeah, we're both pretty run down, but really, I think in the best way. How are you feeling? Because you're taking on way more than even just a puppy.
Yeah, I know.
So Jim spent 18 months taking care of me like fully, and he still gets a little bit of a mental block on what I can and cannot do for myself. But in my personal observation, now we have talked about this with other subjects, not about driving today, but every time I achieve more than I'm allowed to do, he has a mental block of, well, now I can just do everything. Now she could do it. Well, she can, if she cannot have to wear her brace anymore, then she can go do the dishes. And I'm not picking that specific mental combination. I'm just saying those types of things. So he gets this mental block of like, well, you can do that now, and
Vanessa,
you can.
Sorry, Jerry.
Oh, go ahead, honey.
Vanessa, we're not asking anybody to take care of our bills, our vet bills.
No. Somebody asked if we needed help with vet money.
Yeah.
No, we were just
like,
saying
why
no,
should
we didn't.
Be responsible for supporting your dog.
No, you're not. No,
Nobody
not
ever
at
asked
all.
for that.
What, Mom?
Nobody ever asked for that.
No, absolutely. And as a matter of fact, even with the gifts for Amazon, that was somebody's suggestion last week. Just to get her treats. Like if we did somebody say it on your channel? Or did they say it in the comments about no.
What?
About like we never had a baby, like it's sort of like a baby shower, puppy shower, like.
Oh, yeah, I think
was that in the comments? Mom said maybe that was in the comments
I
list.
saw that somewhere.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I accidentally have skipped a couple of Jerry's questions, so I apologize. But the question is, would you like to know about? I would like to know about long doctor's appointments and what to take with. Yeah, what to take with you, etc.
So like when I go on long doctor's appointments, is that what you mean? So the longest doctor appointment that I go on in a single appointment, as opposed to like some days I have back-to-back doctor's appointments. What we do on long doctor's appointments, my longest one is usually the oncologist. So we get there, the oncologist, depending if he has to give people good news, bad news that day, it could be all running behind. After the oncologist, I used to have infusion, and now I have just port flush and an Xgeva shot. So what we do on those days is I pack a bag. I used to have a bag that was for infusion. It has a blanket in it, my own like personal little head pillow, my iPad always fully charged. Always bring a charger anyway, your earbuds so you can listen to your stuff for yourself. If you like to read a book, don't forget your reading glasses and your reading light, those types of things. And then Jim always brings his iPad or his phone, and he sits with me and he plays on his phone or tablet, depending on the day and how he's feeling and how long the appointments are.
I see.
Always want to pack a snack, and you always want to have a drink.
Yeah.
We have a very little cute vending area at the clinic we go to, so we always prep. If we don't have like cash on hand. We just bring something with us, kind of.
Just had a comment from a Lori, somebody or other.
Lori Ashley.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't think it was Ashley. I think it was somebody else. But they were asking, how do you read the street signs without prescription glasses?
How do I read street signs?
How do you read them without without prescription glasses?
Well, I don't have prescription. I'm confused.
They're
The question.
asking, how do you read the signs without a prescription?
When you're
driving.
because you don't need
I-
a prescription.
I don't need a prescription. Yeah, I can see. Like, I can read. So part of my visual impairment, that it is like I'm old. Like, literally, that's what the doctor was like. Well, you're still gonna need readers. Like, he didn't want to indicate like, ma'am, you're 52 years old. You're still gonna need readers. But that's pretty much what he said. He's like, oh, you're gonna still need readers. But actually, I don't have a problem reading. I can't read at every distance, but I get to the point eventually where I can read the distance.
What
But also,
the-
you just educate yourself. Like, I live in the area. I know what the street signs are. I listen to the GPS. But road signs are all easily read, that's not an issue. Like, even city signs, they're big. I can read the green signs on highways and that kind of thing. Yeah, I don't have a problem. But just like every other person, when I'm looking at a street sign, I lower the radio because I don't know why we do that. But now think about it, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, I do that too." Whenever you're looking for a house number or a street sign, you lower the radio. Like, that's gonna help you concentrate. I see better.
Oh, Margaret Rose is on yours.
I know. I see that. Hi, sweetheart. How you feeling this evening? What were you gonna ask? I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Oh, sure.
Actually, I was reading something online. There's one person, which I'm just laughing my butt off. It says, Jim, pull out your you know what's out and stop Jeri-Ann from knocking you down. I don't know where that came from because Jerry's not knocking me down. So I have no clue what you're talking about. And of course, JD was telling me not to, don't need to get defensive. You're among friends. He goes to say, poor Jim keeps yawning. That man needs to get his butt to bed. I'm yawning mostly because, I've been having trouble with a little bit of sinus problem, which is causing me problems to breathe, first off. And second off, I tend to easily get bored this time of night. So this time of night, it's either I need to find something to do and keep my brain active and then go to bed. But, I'm a little tired today. Today's been one of those non-stop type days. We got up and we ran to St. James for the new puppy pen that we bought off of somebody from the marketplace, and the puppy pen is in really good shape.
For $30, it was a good deal.
Yeah, $30. I think that kind of puppy pen is like closer to 50 or 60 brand new.
Yeah. It's got a door on it and everything.
Yeah. But I'm more tired because of all the running around, and I did not take my usual 2:30, 3 o'clock nap. So, otherwise, I'm doing pretty good.
Well, Jimmy is, and if is it okay if I say my opinion?
Hold on a second.
JD says, do you work tomorrow?
That's why
Yes.
I was worried.
My granny is 92 and drives. She wears glasses. Depends on where she wants to go. LOL.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have to work tomorrow at 4 p.m. So I'm hoping to get as much sleep as I can tonight. We're hoping little Miss will be so worn out that she'll sleep at least a good 6 or plus.
She's sitting under here still?
6 or more hours.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
She's probably
Yeah,
asleep.
no, she's sitting there. She moved her head when I looked underneath her.
Last night I had a new mommy thing because she up to last night, the longest she'd slept was 4 hours in a row, and that was after getting up. Like, if she fell asleep at midnight, she'd get up at 2, then she'd wake up at 4, and then she might sleep until 8 or 9. So, like, that 4 hours is different. Last night was the first night that she went to sleep at, like, before midnight, and
Slept almost all
5:45 I woke up, and I was like, the only thing that concerned me is that as she was falling to sleep, Well, two things really. As she was falling asleep, she was making this weird noise. Like we pulled, like I was like, turn off your phone and listen to this weird, like, right? Almost.
Combination of heavy breathing and whimpering, almost.
We almost thought it was like there was like a truck the way she was doing it. I was like, oh, what is happening? Like, is she dreaming, growling? And the other thing was that yesterday she had her shots, and different dogs can react differently to the shots. So, she slept till 5:45, and then I woke Jimmy up very quietly, and I said, I'm so scared. Like, should I? He's like, no, just let her sleep. So I laid there for an hour. Like, I waited till 6:45, and I was like, please let me wake her up and see if she's okay. And I did, and she went to the bathroom, and then she was fine. But then she ended up going back to sleep with us on the bed by Jimmy's feet, which was kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Until I rolled over, and then she went up my back.
Yeah.
And he was like, nope, she's got to go down now. So, and she went back in her bed, and she went to sleep again for another couple hours. But it was just really funny because I was like, like that whole new mom thing, like, are they breathing? I don't hear them making any noise.
Jeri-Ann says, our human baby will sleep 6 hours and need to eat. Then every 4 hours, I get diaper duty too. Baby girl can stink.
I had never had a dog that farted before.
Ever?
Or
like as a puppy?
We never realized.
Yeah.
Really? Oh my gosh.
But this little thing, when we got her,
dog farts are the worst. I'm sorry.
I mean, she must have let one loose, and I was like, did she shit somewhere underneath the couch or something like that? Because it smelled that bad. I was like, holy Hannah.
Oh, well, I walked around the corner, and I was like, she did something somewhere. She had to. That just stinks so bad.
It's like, I don't know what she was eating before she got here, but man alive, it was like, did she eat a skunk before coming in the house? What the heck?
And she's, so I think that we're probably, if it's okay with you, I think we touched on this a little bit today, but maybe actually setting her food timers.
Yeah.
Not so that the dog has to be on a schedule, it's just so that we can remember
to feed her
how many times and that sort of thing.
That
So, perfect example is when I went to go lay down, I wasn't feeling good. So I really never communicated with Jim like, oh, by the way, she ate last at 4 o'clock, kind of thing.
No.
So when I woke up and she was like all over the place and like barking at him and he didn't understand why. And I was like, did you feed her? And he's like, no, I don't think so. And I was like, oh, she's probably just really hungry. And he went over there and her water dish was down and everything. And he just spent so much time trying to like get her to calm down and get her to play and get her to burn off this energy. And I was like, we have to be like on the same
wavelength or something.
Yeah, so with everything, having a timer to remind us to like, oh, it's time for the 4 o'clock feeding or the 8 o'clock feeding or whatever it is. I think that's probably the best thing to do. What's Sylvia saying?
Everybody's laughing about the dog farts.
Oh my
Sylvia
gosh.
says, smelling gas can be the food she eats.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the food timer is good. Of course, everybody's still laughing about the dog farts.
Oh my gosh, they're awful.
Beverly says, hello, Jeri-Ann. It's kicking.
Yep, kicking it Wiccan is Beverly. Yeah, okay.
The new puppy is so adorable.
Thank you. She is actually really funny. We found a YouTube channel called McCann Dogs, and they had a puppy series, like a new puppy series, and the puppy that they brought home is a boy. But I was like, oh, he's got the little white side thing, and I was like, oh, it looks like Oreo's little brother or something. He's so cute.
Sylvia says, scheduled feedings and outings are best.
Yes, and that's what we have to work into our new routine. Now, here's the thing, though. Like, yes, getting a puppy on the whim like this, and not really on the whim, is something we wanted for years and we've been planning for, but getting a dog without, hey, we're getting a dog next week, or hey, we found a dog that's still nursing for 6 weeks, so you have 6 weeks to prepare before they leave their mama. We weren't like prepared like that. We're kind of learning as you go. Okay, well, this particular dog really likes to do this, so let's get more of these and let's do more of this with her and whatever. And I don't know that you could ever really do any of that until you actually know the dog. There's basics that everybody right? Everybody has some sort of, all dogs like certain things, but.
JD is asking, did you get a chance to look around Dollar Tree today?
I didn't. Jim just went in because, right, this week, just because a lot of bills were due this week, our like cash flow is like kind of low. So I sent him in because if I go in, we try not to run up any credit cards, you know what I'm saying? But I sent him in for more carryouts.
She sent me in for doggy treats.
I sent him for doggy treats
and I came out with doggy treats, human treats, and myself.
And I said,
I ended up spending like $20.
The only thing was, I was like, we don't. I texted him and I was like, you know, we only really have like $5 extra. What are you buying? And he was so long, and he had the cash for the lady with the kennel. So I was like, not the kennel, the cage. And I was like, the playpen. Sorry. See, he had the cash for the lady with the playpen, and I was like, any minute she's gonna come rolling up here and stuff. And it was just really funny. So anyhow, he come out and I was like, oh my God, what'd you buy? I was like, that's not a little bit of dog treats. And he's like, they didn't really have any toys. Now the one we went to was a Family Dollar Tree, but I don't think he knew where the toys were. The first time we were there, all of their doggy stuff was like on an end cap. Not the food, but like the bowls and the leashes and stuff, which is unusual for a Dollar Tree, you know? But no, I didn't get to look around. And I haven't actually wanted to go in. I want to wait until payday so I can put my budget forth to actually do like a nice Dollar Tree haul for you guys, because it's been so long.
JD says, oh, sounds like me. Remember, okay, he's telling everybody to remember to do the thumbs up thing.
Oh,
and then
yes, thank you.
Carmen, sorry I missed it.
It's okay. What?
She was talking about scheduling nap times and crate time and outings, and is best. It works for her.
Well, and she's changing every day, like literally up until she went to the vet yesterday, and before she went to the vet, I mentioned she wasn't around any of the dogs except her mom and her brothers and sisters. We went to the vet yesterday, she was in her carrier on my rollator, and the only other dog when we got in there was like this really old, fat, like little Chihuahua thing. Oh my God, so cute. With her mom, you know, and she was like, just like, you know, like looking and nothing. And then a giant dog came in and she was like spinning around her cage. She didn't know what to do. She was like excited. And then another big dog came in and he was nervous and he ended up having an accident. So then she was really like, what am I smelling? What's going on out there? But it was good. It was just, so she's starting to learn, like, you know, we do want to take her camping on a campsite. So she really does need to be like disciplined and obedient so that she doesn't get lost or hurt.
I said, oh, please don't get treats from Dollar Tree. Treats should be given when Oreo does her business outside.
Yeah.
But just to give her treats all day. But just to give her treats all day and night. I mean, don't give her treats all day and night.
Yeah. Thank you. We don't give her treats all day and night. We just do it when she's, so right now she's training. She's learning how to sit, stay, lay down, that kind of thing. So of course she gets treats during that. She gets treats when she comes in from doing her business, but she's still training. Some days she'll come in, she'll do her business, and she won't get a treat. She'll just learn to sit down. So she knows it's not conditional. So she sits down and excuse my language. She sits down and gets her leash taken off and that kind of thing. So
that's interesting. What oh my asked what we had for supper. I made homemade sloppy joes.
My request.
No.
They were
Katie
really good.
Says, when you whistle for the dog, both of her dogs looked up.
Oh. Sorry about that.
Kate says Dollar Tree treats have some ingredient that will make them sick.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the name.
Well, we just buy carryouts. I mean, they sell carryouts at other stores that aren't Dollar Tree, so we don't buy anything from like any other company that we don't know. Actually, this big bag of carryouts we got from Walmart, so.
Yeah.
She loves the bacon ones. That's what she's been learning on so far. And, you know, she was so in love with them. I was like, she's definitely her grandmother's daughter because...
That's the brand.
Carryouts?
That's the brand that she was talking about that made her dog sick.
Oh, okay.
Hasn't made her Oreos.
Yeah, she's good so far. In fact, today we bought... the carryouts he bought today were sausage, chicken, and the beef ones. And we've only had... so far she's only had bacon and chicken, so...
And it could be either the different types of foods. Now, the beef and chicken might make her sick.
Sure, we don't know that.
Or
Well,
maybe that her dog
yeah.
just had a
Right.
thing
Could be
about
an ingredient that was in there. Some dogs are very sensitive to
Yeah.
certain foods and stuff, for sure. Who's at the top of the screen right there?
Carmilla?
Oh. What's she saying?
She's saying, since our dog was 2 months old, we got her on a schedule. She's almost 2 years now.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah. And that's one of the things. So, what I was trying to say before is like, this isn't something we knew ahead of time. So we have to make a schedule. So, we're learning. Obviously, her toileting is changing because she's now becoming more familiar with how to ask, and she's getting bigger. Her bladder is getting bigger. You know, like her stomach is getting more used to the food that we're feeding her and that type of thing. And you know, it's all still brand new for us. Believe it or not, even after just 10 days that she's learned so much, it's still brand new. So that's the next thing we're working on is like a schedule, right? We already have a sleeping schedule pretty good. She was napping a lot because, you know, she was a new puppy. She would like play for an hour and then like nap for an hour and then get up, go to the bathroom, eat, play for an hour, nap for an hour. Like this was her routine almost all of last week. And then that ended on Friday. Now Friday she wants to like, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And today's been different too.
Holly Burke says, Google canine carryouts. Read the articles. Very bad. Don't care where they are sold.
Okay.
Kill my dog.
Oh boy, that's terrible. I'm sorry about that. I will definitely look into that as well. But yeah, what else? What were we just talking about?
JD Man says, our vet has a 3-legged cat that walks fine and a 2-legged dog that has like a cart that gets around on.
Oh.
He loves disabled animals and brings them to work with him. His nurses and staff love them.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. There's a movie called the Backup Plan, and J-Lo has a 2-legged dog called Nutsy. So cute, and he's on his little wheelchair, like rickshaw wheelchair thing.
Little cart.
Oh, so cute.
Oh.
Yeah. You're
No,
fine.
go ahead.
No, you're fine. Take your time. So yeah, setting up schedules, like I said, and then it's hard. It's one thing to create a schedule, and it's another thing to try to get a new puppy to stick to it. But having those routines, that's the thing we're trying to set up. Mostly, we're trying to set up those routines. She knows now if she needs to go out, she lets us know, and then when she does, she comes and gets her leash on. We actually learned today from somebody that leash training in the house is a good technique. But you got to cut the handle off so she doesn't get stuck on things. But this way, if she does things that aren't, that are not correct, then you can correct her by pulling on the leash. What did she call it? Off rope? She didn't call it off leash. She called it off rope, right?
I think so. I'm not sure.
There's just a lot of stuff. There's a lot of good information out there. There's a lot of really like experts. You know, like we've been. I personally have been talking to Sylvia the most about what to do and asking for advice and that type of thing. And she's been indispensable, so thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. What?
Kelly says, my pups would only accept pepperoni filet mignon flavored. All pups digest it different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's true. And also, you know, breeding. You know, some dogs are used to like, she's mostly beagle and she's used to digging in the dirt for possums. Like, I don't really think that, like, what's in the, you know what I mean? Does your dog eat poop? You know, it's like, not everybody's does. And some dogs are bred to have very sensitive stomachs. Some are interbred too much. Especially purebred dogs. Sometimes they can be interbred a little bit too much. But yeah, definitely do what's best for your dog. And we're watching out for. She said, thank God, no adverse reaction to her medication. Today she took her deworming pill. Yesterday she got her shots, and another pill. What was the pill yesterday? Do you remember?
No.
Okay. I have it written down, actually. And then one of the ladies that I go at my wound care said, you don't have to pay $12 for the shot at the doctors. They sell it at the farm stand, not the farm stand,
Family center.
the family center, which is like I was thinking like a tractor supply store, but it's like a farm supply store. I couldn't think of farm supply store. It's called the Family Center here in town, and you just tell them what you're doing and how big your puppy is, and they'll give you the shot that you can do at home. So it was like very interesting, but the doctor wasn't expensive, so it wasn't like, a huge. It's just one of these things like when you make plans, God laughs. We talked about that 100 times before, and it is so very true lately, especially.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite part about having her so far?
So many, I don't know how to choose.
Well, pick one. Pick 7. It doesn't have to be one.
Well, granted, she's a baby, so she can be annoying. But, she does so many cute, funny little things that it's just like you can't help but laugh at her. So it's really fun sometimes to watch her, like, the cat, Daisy will sit up on a table that she's allowed to sit on, and Oreo will bark at her like she wants to play with the cat, and cat's like, ain't no way. So it's just fun. It's like, and then of course, I keep on getting on. I keep on getting on Oreo because she wants to sneak into Lisa's room. And there was one day she snuck in there to get the cat's food, and lo and behold, Baby, who's the oldest and more aggressive cat out of the two, literally like hissed at Oreo, and I don't know if she got a swat.
She got
but
swatted.
she come running out of the bedroom. I'm like,
No.
I told you that's a danger flip. You don't go in there and play with that.
So the funniest part is that's been Jimmy's like biggest pet peeve with her. Like, get out of their room, stay out of the cat food. It's not for you. I don't want you to get sick on the cat food. I mean, and rightfully so, because not all dogs can eat all kinds of cat food. So it's funny was that he kept saying, he's like, you're gonna get in trouble. He's like, you're gonna be in trouble if you do that. And when we heard her just started like, arr, 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 we thought maybe he got really upset with her and was like, gave her a really what for. And it wasn't Jim. He was nowhere near it was totally the cat. She came running in here like, aw, Nanny, I don't know what happened. That cat was mean to me. And we were like, what happened to you? And she was like, meow. So go get him, Dave. Go get him, baby. Go get him, baby. It was really funny.
It was. It's like, okay, I know she's a puppy and whatnot, but she's got to learn her place. And Baby won't take nothing from this dog. Baby will stand her ground. A couple days ago, I came around the corner because I was going to go in my office to get something, and here's Baby at the front door, like waiting for me to let her into my office so she can get away from the puppy. And the puppy was also trying to go in the same direction, and I'm like standing there like, ain't nothing I can do. And here's Baby sitting there growling at the dog and hissing at the dog at the same time. I'm just like, I'm out.
She does have the most intense growl for a cat, doesn't she? She's like,
it's like if you hear that kind of growl coming around the corner in a dark room, it's like, I don't know what it is, but I ain't playing with it.
They're kind of wondering why Jim doesn't do his own live.
The reason why I haven't been doing my own live lately is this is kind of more of like time for me to be with family, because a lot of times, especially during the weekdays or earlier in the daytime, I am either busy with trying to get stuff done around the house or getting prepped for work. So, this is kind of like our time, and we want to share it with everybody. So, but
we tried this a few weeks ago, and it had a really good response.
Yeah,
so that's why we just kept doing it.
And I'm gonna say this because I've been thinking about this. We're gonna continue this, but I'm thinking either later, like either earlier on a Saturday or Sunday morning after she's done with her morning vlog, I might do something of my own, so we can be, you guys and I can be a little bit more one on one. I know a lot of people kind of want me to have my own live video because a lot of you guys have said it, and I don't see it that Jerry takes over. Well, I'm kind of. It's not that Jerry's taking over. It's a lot of times with the way I am, unless I'm focused or have my brain focused on what I want to talk about. It's just like you guys have seen my regular videos where I'm just kind of like, and I just let whatever comes out come out.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, also, I had mentioned him. I had suggested him about Friday night if you wanted to switch the family night to Friday night, and then Saturday night you could do your own thing, or vice versa.
yeah, something like that.
That would also be another suggestion.
Yeah.
Another suggestion I made, not another. Um, I'm starting to get like walker calluses really bad. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm scratching my palm, my hand here. I'm getting like this dry walker from taking the puppy.
Sammy asked, Jim, are you anxious about driving with Jeri because she doesn't have her full strength back in her leg?
No, not one bit.
Oh no, I have full strength back in my leg. I'm just not allowed to bear my weight on it.
Yeah, I'm not anxious about Jerry driving. I trust Jerry with her impaired vision more than I trust myself, because there are some times where I just get so lost in my own thoughts while driving. I don't pay attention, and that's not always good, because especially around here lately, it's almost becoming like New York traffic, where people run you over for $1. Um, so I mean, I do my job. I do a good job of driving and whatnot when there's people in the car with me. But when I'm by myself, it's just like I want to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible, so I don't have to deal with the traffic. It has nothing to do with my fear of driving. In fact, the only thing I fear when it comes to my driving is not my driving; it's the people around me.
Sure.
Because I have seen so many people in this little town of Rolla, where we have two major highways going through our town. People literally jumping in front of semi trucks. And I see enough of that on the highway, and I'm like, y'all either want to be a pancake in the middle of the road, or you just want to see how well your guardian angel is working for the day.
Exactly.
Because it's like, oh my God, did you
Guardian
really
angel's working
just cut
overtime.
that semi truck at 45 miles per hour? Those things do not stop on a dime.
And Jim's saying two major highways. He never even mentioned the interstate that runs through the town either. He's just talking about the actual state highways that go
in
like
the town.
in the town, right?
Yeah.
Actually, we have several roundabouts now because of the speed to which traffic was going through the town.
Especially right there by college. I can understand that. The roundabout by college, because all those college kids. But the roundabouts by the on ramp and off ramp is just like, this is ridiculous. And of course, they have a roundabout in a part of town that very few people go through that area.
Well, it's the college kids. You talking about the one on Highway E?
No, I'm talking about the one up here
By the college.
by the theater.
The new one.
No.
Oh, by the movie theater.
Right.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Which one?
Yeah.
The movie theater?
The one if you're going from here
from
to Old St.
18th
James
Street?
Road.
Yeah.
That roundabout that's there.
Yeah.
I have seen more tire tracks from pickup trucks than semi trucks. So it's like, no.
Well, they're unless it's a local delivery, they're not allowed to be on that truck. That semis are on.
Said it just is off when Jim is looking in one direction and Jerry's looking the other.
It's really funny that you said that, because I asked him. I tried to encourage him to put his camera, like put both cameras between us, so we both looking at both cameras. But he was like, "No, this works out."
Sammy said, "Are you going to take turns driving to New York?"
Well, we haven't really planned that out yet.
Well, it's up to Jim. So I always encourage Jim if he ever wants to take a leg of a road trip. I mean, I've been doing it since we met.
Yeah.
If you ever want to get out on the...
Your camera's giving pixels on it.
That's all right. I'm sorry, everybody. The Wi-Fi is cuckoo.
Yeah. Especially with all these differences.
I've always encouraged Jim to like take a leg, and the trip from here to New York, not necessarily something I've done a lot, but like the trip to Texas, all those trips to Texas, I know when we're going to be on 50 miles of like, there's not going to be anybody on this road. Like, there's a portion of Highway 59 in Texas, like State Route 59. Yeah, that's what I meant by highway. in Texas that has like nobody on it. Like you go through towns and it's like 75 miles an hour between towns, and then you're like in a town, and then you slow down, you get through, and then you go back up. And I
Well, it's
said,
just like the trip from here to Jeff City.
right.
We've
Well,
got
that's
all those little towns in between here
yeah.
and Jeff
So
City
like,
where it's like you can be on the main highway going whatever the speed limit is, which is I think 55 miles per
Yeah.
hour. But then you get closer to like Vienna or Vichy and it's like 35 and it's like, oh,
so like
slow down.
on those types of road trips, I'm always saying like if you ever want to I can take a break, you can drive. I'll tell you like this is a good stretch to do it, and he's usually like, nah, I'll just navigate and I'll sleep and do whatever. And but as far as the trip to New York is, first of all, the plan is I would like to drive myself or us drive us. Um, but I just started driving yesterday, so I'm not making any promises. I'm making plans. What I'm doing is I'm preparing for it.
Yeah.
I'm preparing for that. I most likely will not be back on cancer treatment yet or be off of it again. I'm not 100% sure. Come May. Um, but I don't really want to go on my cruise on chemotherapy. Now, does that mean I'm going to start chemotherapy and then end it? I don't know. Am I going to do a little bit of immunotherapy before? I don't know. I haven't discussed that with my oncologist yet because we're still waiting for these wounds to heal. They're healing really, really well.
Okay.
And I feel like it's coming very, very soon. However, we haven't really made plans as far as like who's going to drive what leg and that type of thing.
Okay, I understand what Sammy's asking now because after that first question I was just asking because I have knee issues and I get tired driving over 100 miles.
Yeah. Well, I really have like grown to love my cruise control, especially with achy bones. Don't do it everywhere. I use the cruise control everywhere unless it's raining. That's the only time I don't use the cruise control is if it's raining. I use the cruise control everywhere. I don't adjust my seating everywhere. When I'm in a stretch of having no traffic and it could just be like a break between here and the next red light, that's when I adjust myself in my seat. You know, I just shift legs. But because when you use your cruise control, you don't have a constant movement of that leg back and forth. You just hover over the brake pad and then use the cruise control to actually drive. That's also very helpful if you're driving with knee issues. But you have to be able to know that they can move. It's not just like, well, I can't move my leg, so I'm going to use cruise control. You have to be able to still move your leg. However, you're not relying on moving it constantly. That's what I was trying to
Or
say.
trying to keep your foot in the right position so you don't
Yeah, so you don't go too fast or too slow. Cruise control is actually quite useful for that. Especially right here with where the hills are. If you're not like we're in the foothills of the Ozarks, so you can get really like mountainous at times, and you're like, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm only doing 55 trying to climb this hill, and all of a sudden you're doing 90 coming down the last hill, and you're like, that's why cruise control is really effective. This is actually one stretch of I-44 where Jim's always like, what the hell's happening to the car? What's that noise? And I was like, oh, it's trying to break downhill because the cruise control.
Sammy said I tried cruise control, but then my leg went numb.
Right.
Well, you have to keep moving it. That's the important thing. But you don't move it from brake to pad to brake to pad. You do is you bend the knee up, straighten your leg down, bend your knee up, straighten your leg down. And then I do scissors. I do butterfly, like, you can't see what I'm doing with my knees. But I basically take my knees and I, kind of go like in and out, and you're able to keep your feet over the brake pedals and stuff.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Jessie the Crafty Girl is on yours, and
Yes.
it is, what's the puppy's name again?
Oreo.
Oreo Freya.
Oreo
Henson.
Freya Henson. Yes. And Jim's like, how do you spell Oreo again? I'm like, Oreo. I just have the commercial in my head.
So do I, but
For a totally different reason? Is that what you said?
had something to do with when I was a teenager.
Oh, yeah? What was that?
Joe's Daughters.
Oh, okay.
That was, we sang a parody of it, or
Oh, yeah.
different words, when our guardian was leaving Grand Guardian
Yeah.
statewide, and it was a ceremony, and we brought her home basically.
Okay.
So we sang. It was I forget the words, but I just remember it had to go with Oreo.
Oh, okay. And then we used to do this thing when we were like, Sylvia, did you guys do hand games? I'm sure everybody did, but in New York it was a big thing. But do you know exactly how to eat an Oreo? Well to do. Yeah, anyway. You unscrew it. And then you go really fast, and you go very fast because it killed me in the middle of an Oreo cookie. Save the chocolate covered outside for last.
Let's see here. Kelly R says, I'm happy you're healing well.
Yes.
Jesse says, have you guys ever thought of having your live running on the TV so you can see the chat? That's what we got right now.
There it is.
And then Kelly's, oh.
That's why I keep looking this way.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the TV to look
She's
at the comments.
looking at her comments on the TV. I'm looking at my comments on my phone.
And because of the light, I can't really put my tripod in front of me so that you can see me looking at the thing right. Because I need to plug the light into the couch. Which I guess we could do something different next time.
I saw her head poke
Yeah.
out of the covers, but she turned around, so.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sylvia says, I had brothers and they didn't want to do hand games.
Yeah, but not in the neighborhood with your besties or any of that. Come on. Yeah, because I don't think I did it with my... Well, I'm sure my sisters taught me some.
It's you.
You want to put your thing down there so everybody can see what she's doing?
No, that's all right. She's
Okay.
just laying there.
I would do mine, but do you want me to give you mine and you can
No,
look?
no,
Okay.
that's all right.
What was I going to say? Yeah, we used to do it in school, so it was like, do you know exactly how to eat an Oreo? Well, if
Yeah.
you do it, you unscrew it. What?
Take the whole Oreo and go, oh, this is small.
Actually, I was today years old, but I wasn't really today years old. But the thing with the fork is the best. You stick a fork in the cream of the Oreo cookie, and you can use it to dunk it in the milk without getting your fingers wet. Where was that my whole life? Picking Oreos out of my nail beds, a dried Oreo cookie. What'd Sylvia say?
I like, oh, wait a minute. I had brothers and sisters.
Oh, okay. So something popped up on the bottom that moved everybody up.
October Girl says,
Hi.
I liked hopscotch. Everyone remembered.
Oh, everybody
Anyone
remembers
remembers,
hopscotch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
So we said we did red light, green light, 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Jesse the crafty gypsy is here. She said hi.
Oh.
Yep.
She moved over.
Yeah.
She jumped ship. Don't forget to give Jim a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and share this live stream.
Did you just bang your head? Where are you, Goofy? Come here.
Come on. Just want to come up?
I don't know. I heard a thud.
Mama.
Oreo.
Come
Come here, babies.
Come on, Mama.
babies. Gotcha.
Oh,
I gotcha. I gotcha.
oh, that's Mommy's baby. Oh, she wants my... Oh,
Oh,
see Daddy's
see?
baby, Mommy's baby. Come on.
Remember Jax? I couldn't
Oh.
have Jax in my house. I leave him out. Dad step on him, pick them all up, throw away,
Yeah.
and then beat
Okay.
me for it.
Jim has
Oh,
no
you make
idea. He was a only child. My father had 4 daughters and a niece. We had plentiful Jacks, and they were no longer allowed in my house. My mom said no more Play-Doh because it gets stuck in the carpet, and my father said no more Jacks. So what we had to do was finally Chinese Jacks came out, which were like these plastic rings that you coupled together and you made like. He let us play that. What is it, Double Dutch? Why did Double Dutch just pop into my head? I'm not really sure.
It's jump rope.
Yeah, jump rope, but I don't know what Double Dutch just popped into my head. It was really weird. Oh, that's what it was. It wasn't, oh gosh, what was it called? Why is none of my sisters on the live stream tonight? So we used to do this where you took the ropes, and they're giant rubber bands, really. They work best with the giant rubber bands. And you put them between your legs, and then the person goes like, it's kind of like when you do the cat's cradle, but we used to do that with giant rubber bands on our feet.
You see yourself, huh?
It was just,
I
I
tried
don't know
to
what it was
move
about.
my iPad down so you guys can see her.
Where's my mom?
And then
You
she
wanna
looked
come
up
see
like,
Mama's
what's going
babies?
on? And there's the...
Oh, he's so tired.
She's just
Oh,
like,
so
I'm ready to go to
tired.
bed. I don't know what about you guys, but I'm ready to go to
Yeah.
bed.
Come see
You heard the
Mama's
word
babies?
and you just like, bed,
Hi,
yes.
come
Go on. I'm not holding you in place. You don't have to stay with me.
Oh, my babies. Oh, my babies.
I don't know
Oh,
if
it's
you
my
can
babies.
see Jerry's arm is all scratched up from puppy paws.
It's
Chinese
okay.
jump rope.
Chinese jump rope. Thank you.
I've never heard of it.
Thank you. That's exactly what it was. Who said that, by the way?
Deanne? Deanne?
Spell it.
Well, it's D space D-I-N-I.
Oh. Dina? But
Could be.
Dina?
Could be.
Why
weren't jacks allowed?
Because they were. If you know what a jack is, like on all seriousness, it's like a 6-pointed star. It's the best way I could put it. It was 4 bars that went this way with balls on the end, and these 2 bars
Like
that did not
like
have
this.
balls on the end, and that's perfect to just have, be stepped on in the perfect position. Oh, she go. We gonna go.
If they're a little bit bigger and more pointed and sharp, they would be called. I'm trying to think what they're.
Kind of reminds me of a car jack.
No. They have a particular name for it.
Oh.
Like a Chinese fighting style?
No. This is something that you could throw down. And a car would run over and pop the tires. Yeah. You bite, Mama? You bite, Mama?
She wants to get a drink. She wants to get down and get a drink. Good. Good jump.
She's good at jumping off the couch.
Oh, she's a good girl.
Can't
is
be a
there
wild
water?
child, though.
She's like, is there water?
Yeah, it's just move around.
Do I need to go out?
Yeah, I think you do.
Hold on.
You need to go out.
Hey, wanna go out?
Oreo.
Come here. It's her leash. You put her leash over there. Yeah, come on, mamas.
Hold on one second. Folks, while we get a dog ready to go outside.
Oreo.
Caltrops. Thank you. That's the word I was thinking of.
What are they called?
Caltrops.
Oh, ooh.
They're type of.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
Come here, mamas.
Japanese ninjas would throw them down to down their chasers or enemies.
Jim, show everybody how she sits for her leash.
Oh, you're gonna wheelie on the pad, aren't you?
Oh, yay! Good girl.
And then of course she stepped on it.
That's okay. She couldn't wait. Daddy took too long. It's
Daddy's
okay.
trying to get a hold of her, but
It's okay.
going in circles. You're going in circles, you goofy. I don't have my shoes on.
Your shoes are over here.
Oh, yeah.
Mom, you want to take her out, or you want me to take her out?
How you
It's up to
feeling,
you,
Mom?
Huh?
How are you feeling?
I can take her out for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get my
You
shoes
sure?
on. I'm not gonna freeze to death.
Yeah.
Alexa, what's the current temperature? Sorry if I just triggered everybody's Alexa.
Too bloody cold.
42, Mom. Yeah, it's a little cold. Jimmy, why don't you just take her? I'll just move your camera over for a minute.
Still right down there. I'm gonna get your mom.
Let's have Mom jump on Jim's camera on his live stream.
No, go outside. Go outside.
Go ahead, big girl.
Go on.
She's like, I already peed.
Yeah. Come on, let's go outside.
She has been really wanting to play out there, which is...
Investigate everything.
Well, I think part of it, and I can't speak for sure, Mom, but I think part of it is because we've had a lot more days of sunshine than we did the first week she was here. And now when it's sunshiny out, she's like, I don't care that it's 20 degrees and sunshiny out. When it's sunshiny out, I want to be out there.
Yeah.
And there's more birds out there now. And today, actually, she was totally in her own thing, sitting here on the couch. And there was a squirrel came to the door, and I have video.
That was yesterday.
Oh, was it yesterday? Oh, that's right, because today I was almost gone the whole day.
Yeah.
So he came to this, like, leaning up against the side of the glass, like, what? And then Jimmy, when I showed Jimmy the video, he goes, the squirrel's just really mad because the dog keeps digging up her trees. So he says, he goes, the squirrel's like, can you get that thing out of my reservoir, reserves? He's like, could you get that thing out of my reserves, please? Because he's eating up all my food. So I just thought that was really funny the way he said it. But I'll have him tell it you when he comes back, because, hi, girl. Good girl. Oh, she did her poopies? Did her mommy poopies? Come here. Good girl. Oh, see, everybody. I wish everybody could see. She's just sitting, waiting to get her. She's just sitting, waiting to get her leash off. You see that? Can you see that? There you go.
Sit. Come on. Sit.
Good, sit down. Good girl. That's Mama's good girl,
Good
right?
girl.
Come on. Sorry, everybody. That's Mama's good girl. Come on. You want a treat?
That's Daddy's trying to roll them away.
Well, it's not open yet. I have the bacon ones here.
Oh, I'm going to you want bacon or chicken?
Here. I'll turn mine down. I'll see her. And I'll turn this one so you guys can see Jim. Go ahead, Daddy's got it.
Sit.
Come on.
Sit down. Sit.
Remember, 1 second response. Good girl.
It's a good
Oh.
girl. Oops. Sit.
There you go.
Good
1 second
girl.
response. Good girl.
She's not trying to bite me now. She's
Yeah.
trying to take the treat without, like, actually using her teeth.
We actually learned that today. The lady was like, if she does nip at your fingers, just say ow and pull the treat away. And I thought that was pretty important lesson to learn.
Girl.
You can also give her, remember she mentioned about giving her physical praise, touching her head and her hand and like that. Good girl, right.
I dropped a little piece.
Well, I wish she was going to do her boot scooty boogie for you guys because...
Yeah, usually her booty starts sliding backwards.
Yeah.
She's so adorable and smart. Yes, she is.
Oh, there she goes. Wait.
Oh, she's looking for the treat that dropped.
Sit down.
It's a good girl.
Good
I didn't
girl.
even have to say that.
Yeah.
She just automatically sat down.
I just want her booty to go backwards. She does this really cute thing where as she's like looking for the treat that's down there, she slides her booty back. It's so dang adorable.
Okay.
Come on.
Girl. Okay.
Wanna come up? Well done. Now you gotta show her. This is what we show her. All done. Now I'm gonna go play.
Now I'm gonna go with my pen and play around.
Here's this.
and-
This is for you. My Tootsies are okie dokie. I realized my whole camera turned and not the light, so it was kind of funny. Hi, Mama's babies.
What's up, Oreo?
Nothing. I'm just gonna say what's going on. Oh, did I knock down that gate? It's funny because she does do a whole lot of that. Like we do a whole lot of that pretending, like talking for her thing, and we always like when you say like Oreo, and she'll like not do it. She'll be like, "No, I wasn't doing nothing, Mom. I didn't do nothing."
Kelly has to say goodnight.
Good night, Kelly. Kelly, I'm gonna keep you in my prayers, and I hope that things get easier at your house with your mom, watching over you, ma'am.
Oh, she's trying to get to her wire and she can't get to it.
Okay, all right, all right.
Hold on. Hold on.
It's all right. There you go. There you go. She's like rude furniture in my way.
Her playpen.
Her playpen, exactly. But she does it too because then she comes sliding across the floor and she jumps into playpen and slides the whole thing. It's really cute. She's a puppy, and I wish I had 24-hour floor monitoring because it would be like the best videos ever. Because she does, like just now, she just like decided to bunny hop over Jim's feet. Like, don't forget you're still tilted down quite a bit too because
No,
when you're
it's
showing the
alright.
puppy. Don't apologize to me, I just reminded you about your phone, about your tablet.
I'll cut you out of it.
It's okay. Why?
I
Oh,
don't know. 'Cause the way I have everything.
well, if you want to, it's fine. What'd Sylvia say?
In my head, Hoover has a speech impediment. Well,
He's a corgi.
I almost changed her name to Hoover because as soon as you put down her bowl of food, she's just like, it's like, did you like taste it?
Coming up? Come up. Come up, Mama. Come on. That's my big girl. That's my big girl. That's my baby dog. Oh, she's my good girl.
She's a
And we
crazy
found
one.
her. Let's see if we can't do it. We found her. Her leg spot is here. Let's see.
She'll let her do it, you know.
Nope, nope. Are you watching the TV on? Are you watching the puppy on TV?
Yeah.
Are you watching that puppy on TV? That's you. That's you. You watching that puppy on TV? Huh?
Such a good girl.
She really is. I mean, she's still a puppy. She's got her moments.
There's often she'll like
But-
stop licking and start nibbling. And I was like, no.
My friend Sylvia told me that puppies are sponges, so get it all in now. Right?
Yeah.
The only thing I'm having trouble with is today I learned a really good way to teach them to lay down. And because her butt slides on the floor, all she wants to do when you do that movement is she wants to keep scooching back to get like out of the way, you know. Are you sleepies? Are you sleepy girls? That's mama's babies. That's mama's baby. She is. You can tell she's a sleepy girl.
Oh, we've been on 88.
Oh, over an hour?
Minutes, yeah.
Well,
It's all right.
this is Puppy Vlog 2023. You say hi to the people? You say hi to the people?
You can tell she's sleepy with her eyes.
Yeah.
She's trying to
And I'm
hold-
rubbing like a really good spot on her butt. She's like, oh yeah.
Now we...
So we watched this really good special on Disney, it was on Disney Plus, but on the National Geographic part, it was about, what was it, Mom, called? Like, why?
Is this your first dog together?
Yes.
Yes.
We previously owned a cat.
Yeah.
Well, technically, you can't own a cat. A cat owns you, but we were previously owned by a cat. We had her for 13 years. Uh-oh.
What?
We got.
What?
What is it?
What's the matter?
I don't know. What is it? What is it, Lassie? Timmy fell down the well?
You see yourself on the phone? Hmm?
See the puppy? Kisses. Oh, that's mommy's kisses. It's so cute.
Margaret says Jim and Jerry are too cute.
Jeri-Ann then says, her spots are amazing. Love her spots.
Love her
I
spots.
keep seeing new patterns.
I actually said when I got her, like, so I saw her on FaceTime, and I didn't really get to see all of her detail. I just saw her face. And her demeanor really is what caught me. And when I got her home, I was like, oh my God, she's like cookies and cream. She's like Oreo cookies and cream. That's what she looks like, right? But that's too long of a name.
What's the matter, Mary? What you cringing about?
Because the puppies lick my face, maybe. You don't like when puppies lick your face? I'm sorry. I don't mind, because they are kisses. And I will get the kisses from the baby. That's the baby's kisses. Oh, so sleepy. Oh, isn't that terrible? You're so sleepy. You want to sit with Daddy? Want to go sit with Daddy?
No.
No,
biting.
no biting. No, ma'am.
No.
Want to give kisses to Daddy? You give kisses to Daddy. No biting, honey, okay?
What?
Not my glasses.
I gotta wipe off my glasses. Goofy cat. Goofy.
And that's another thing, he keeps saying that. He's calling her a cat.
Yep.
He's like, Goofy cat. He's a goofy puppy. That's my baby's puppy. What? Mom? Go ahead, you take her.
Come on, you.
She wants to come to you.
You're mine now. You mine now.
So this harness is from the Dollar Tree, if anybody's interested. He went for a collar the first day, so we can start leash training her right away.
No.
And
No.
this is
No
what
waiting.
he came home
No
with.
waiting.
And it was kind of
No
a little
waiting.
too big
No
when we
waiting.
first got her.
No.
It kind of fits her perfectly, just about perfectly now. And then I
Nobody-
bought this one on Amazon because I wanted her to have a full chest, like a full chest collar. This
Hey.
harness. This one only has a little.
Mm-mm.
Can you hold it up so people could see her harness? So this one only has like a strap. Well, this one only has like a single strap from the Dollar Tree. So I wanted to have one of these, but even this right now is too big for her. And I know someday she's gonna outgrow it, and I'm gonna be like, this was her baby harness, but
If she doesn't chew it off first.
well, she's still in the chewing phase. She's still in the what is that on my body
No
phase,
biting. No biting.
But Mom is funny
biting.
because Mom's like, and Mom, I
It's not
have to
hard
tell
to
you,
chew.
I was kind of surprised because
It's not
Mom
hard to
is
bite.
like she likes her touches, like she likes pink and she likes flowers and she not to smell them artificially, of course. And when she was like, no bows on the dog, I was like, really? I was kind of surprised. So I was like, really?
Opposed to no fingernail polish.
And no nail polish. I said, I'm not big on the nail polish either, but I said, I like the bandanas that they give you at the dog groomer. Oh, my babies. Oh, my babies. Oh, my babies. Oh, nobody, can you tilt her down a little bit so you can see what you're doing? I'm going to do that for you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did already?
JD, and then this
Oh, God
weekend-
bless you.
Just this weekend I researched if there will be dogs in heaven after much reading and Googling. The answer was yes.
God bless you. God bless you.
Jeri-Ann, it is a beautiful dog, you know. Oh, there are people that have, way too many animals in their homes. Those animals are not going to get the love they deserve.
I think it depends on the people. And
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think
My cousin PJ has about a gazillion animals, and she just loves each one of them like they are literally her children. You know, she rescues, and she's really good at it, and she loves all of the critters. And I say critters because it's not just dogs and cats.
Well, the woman I got Carmen from had 3 dogs and 2 cats, and I don't know exactly what it was. But Carmen really chose me because when I went to take care of all the animals, Carmen jumped up in my lap, and she was always like, "Pet me, please, pay attention to me, pet me."
Yeah.
So I don't know if she got as much attention as she would have liked.
No, ma'am.
What?
She's biting fingers.
No. No biting. No.
Anyway, I think she's getting ready. So honestly, this is what I was saying. She starts to nibble fingers and couches and clothes.
Hey.
When she's tired, and I think that I almost feel like it's like a part of the suckling situation. I'm not really sure if that's not 100% wrong, because she'll wake up from a nap and she'll want to chew everything, but she'll get down there and she'll chew up all her toys. She'll just pull on them, poke them out of the thing, play with them. But when she starts to get sleepy like this, she starts to do fingers, she starts to do beards, right, clothes, even just the couch. That's the times when she wants to start scratching on the couch, is when she's tired. Don't do that. I don't like that. We've had 1,000 discussions about that.
She's gonna try to gnaw on my fingers. I'm gonna
No,
give
ma'am.
all 5 of them.
Easy. Shh, calm. Look at me. Calm, baby. Calm, baby. Oh, it's my calm baby. See? Like, this isn't something that she does all the whole rest of the day. It's different when you're, like, have peanut butter on your fingers or something. I'm not saying she doesn't come to your fingers, but this, like, nipping thing, you know? Yeah. It just happens right before bed. And I said, they have I saw a toy that looks like a pacifier on Amazon. And I was like, we should get her that pacifier that she can chew on right before bed. Mama's babies?
What?
No, she doesn't want to, because you're going to let her bite you and she's going to play still. And that was one of the things I learned today with the nipping, was that if you tug back, she's like, oh, attention, and, you know, it's what I want. So it's a hard thing to, like, I guess it'd be like the difference between being parents in the 70s and being parents in the 2023s. Because you're like...
No.
You're like, yeah... Parenting skills are very different. We have gentle parenting now, and we train dogs very differently than we ever did before.
Hey. And
that's kind of good. We learn. Progress, right? Oh, is that... Did you see that puppy on TV? Where's that puppy? Nope.
She's crazy.
Where's the puppy?
She's crazy.
Want to go play? I think it's probably time to go because it's getting late for bed. It's Puppy's bedtime. It's Puppy's bedtime. Yes, we have.
Give
her a good night to the people.
Bone to
chew on.
Yeah.
Well, we do. That's what so this is, I think this is kind of what I was talking about. Literally what she'll do is, I have this rubber bone, which I was doing, like, as she was trying to take my fingers, I was doing this. And she'd take it and she'll throw it on the floor because she's not interested in that this time of night. She doesn't want the toys this time of night. The only exception is Snoopy, and she'll flail him around because she sleeps with him. So she'll want to get down. Okay, want to get down?
Try and get down.
Go ahead, baby. So all these tripods, she's like, I don't know where to jump. Speaking of Snoopy,
Look at that.
There you go.
That would look cute on Oreo.
what would?
The pacifier.
Oh,
Or I don't know. She's answering something for Sylvia. I didn't see.
oh, okay. Who, Margaret Rose?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, oh, yeah.
See, she went right in there. She's settling down in her favorite Harry Potter blanket. And she started shaking on her Snoopy. See, she's really like, you can tell she's just getting sleepy. Or I can tell. Maybe you can't tell. Because I'm her mama. She stole my favorite Snoopy and my favorite Harry Potter blanket. No, I'm just kidding.
She just you gave
I did, willingly. And Harry Potter blanket was blue and washed it with Snoopy, and now Snoopy's like light blue. He's like a skylight blue Snoopy. And that's Mom's favorite color, so she's like, I might have to steal that from you now.
Well, I have to wash it. Excuse me.
Yeah. Say hi to everybody. Well, we're gonna go, I think, right? This is the end of Puppy Cam 2023. If you guys, sorry, I'm gonna go. And if you guys have not heard today that you're loved, you can always come by and hear how much I love you, because I love you guys very, very much.
We love having these video chats.
I do. And sometimes they start off like, we're just too tired or stuff. Sometimes we come right here after dinner and we're like, I can't vlog, I ate too much. But
Actually, I'm thinking about getting some more food. You know,
well, you ate earlier
Lunch.
than I did.
yeah.
You know, because I was napping. But I love you guys. And before Jimmy hangs up, I'm going to say, as always, you guys take care. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
And now you can... No, you can say goodbye to your channel now.
I did. I said
Oh,
bye.
I thought you were
At the
saying
same
goodbye to
time
mine.
you said